beloved friend. Uh, I hope she won't mind if I say as my friend, Dr. Kamini Dhiman Madam, and uh, respected Priyanka Madam. Thank you for the opportunity, and respected all dignitaries. It's my pleasure to share some of the cases because uh, 32 years of vast experience, if I start explaining each and every success cases, it will be boring. So I have taken only few cases, and I don't want to take much time from the organizers. I know the pain behind this if anyone extends the time. So I don't go too deep into the cases. So what are in the case we got and special cases, uh, let me share. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah. You know, Ayurveda says, so why in the society? Because the infertility has become a social stigma. So in some research also have been taken on study the stigma of infertility, its impact, psychological and the social impact, social and psychological impact of this infertility. And surprisingly, 99% of the subjects in that study found to have this type of stress. So it has become a stigma. So that's why in our society, the man who used to have many children was used to be respected. Of course, now it is the scenario is changed. Now we understand each other. We treat the couple as human being. We won't expect too much from them. Okay, if they don't have children, we are not poking too much into their personal life. That is, I always I say this modern society. Actually, it's good. They are not much involved or in showing interest in others' personal life. But olden days it was not like that, because the dharmartha kama moksha, this moksha sadhana is through the healthy progeny. So, and also to rule a dynasty, they used to have a need of having many children. So the one who is having many children were respected just like a tree having many branches, beautiful flowers, and plenty of fruits. That's what Ayurveda says. That is the importance of this infertility treatment or the Vajikarna treatment. Next, please. And in infertility clinics, how it is blooming, just like the mushrooms. By this only we can understand the incidents. I don't want to go deep. Next, please. These are the cases. In 5 years, we treated 2,508 cases, and among them, when we analyze the factors, so most of the factors are ovarian factors, mainly polycystic ovarian disease, and tubal factors less, and uterine factors like thin endometrial tissues, or fibroids, such things. So endometrial endocrinological factors, those are thyroid dysfunction or high level of prolactin, such cases are 12%. So this was the small study data we have taken from our the hospital. Next, please. So marital life, sad thing is 1 to 5 years is 60%. That means even when that infertility, like immediately after the marriage, they are not at all conceiving it, because maybe the age nowadays, even ladies all or behind the career, they think of marriage at the age of 30. After marriage, they want to get settled, understand the husband and family, another 2-3 years. Then you know how the ovarian reserve will be, the fate of ovarian reserve in this age. Maybe due to that also, that is the problem. So next, please. So out of many nidanas, these two only I would like to highlight here. Most of them were vegetarian, or some were non-vegetarian. But vegetarian food also, the food habits will usually should be faulty food habits. Means without thinking, of course, we being Ayurveda fraternity, we are not teaching the public what is the Prakriti, how to take according to the Prakriti, what is Agni, how to decide the matra of Anna also. So maybe because of that, people don't know what to eat, how to eat, when to eat, right? So it's our responsibility. If this is happening in the society, we people are responsible. We are not reaching the public, even though we know the factors, we know the concept. So, and here, sedentary way of life, because students, most of them are working in IT sectors, even doctors, we won't do much physical activities, right? Housewives also, nowadays, they are not doing much physical activities because all the electronic gadget they are having, right? Washing machine, dishwasher, even the robot to clean the floor, so many things. And small nuclear family, food also Zomato, Swiggy, they get it. So not much physical activities. Maybe due to that also, the incidence is increased. Next, please. Okay. Thank you, slide. To know the Nidana, as Neeta madam already has told, Yoni Pradosha, Manusabhigatat, right? Ashruk dosha, Shukra dosha, and Ashaya doshas, right? So these are the Yoni dosha, Yoni Mappats. Different type of Yoni Mappas are explained. So one of this is when we analyze, when the patient is in front of us, unless they come with some Yoni Mappa problem, like Rakta Yoni, or any prolapsed mass, or any itching in the vaginal region, we won't go much deep to know what type of problem is there in their yoni. Because evam yonishu shuddhashu garbham vindati yoshitaha. Only shuddha yoni. Yoni here not only the vagina or the uterus, complete reproductive system. And she herself should be nirogi. And she should not be belong to the sanchari rogakula prasuta. She should be, her family should not have any hereditary running diseases. So her sharira also should be nirogi, and her reproductive system also should be healthy. So these are the causes. When we analyze, most of them were having irregular menstruation, mainly anovulatory cycle due to that irregular menstruation. And after 30 years, they are, almost the late 20s, they are coming for, the help. So that is the reason why there will be irregular menstruation problem. Next, please. So Nidana, as I said, so just because, suppose husband report is also normal, healthy individual, wife was also healthy individual, all the reports are normal, then the question is why she is not conceived. There comes the Vamini Yoni Mapat. We know there may be fertilization, but it is not implanting, right? So it is coming out. Before she miss her periods, she may be aborting. Just labda garbhe api asrajaha. So labda garbha, it is coming out, and we think that she is menstruating. Some will menstruate 22 days, 25 days, 26 days. That could be a abortion of a fertilized embryo. We don't know. So because to understand this Swamini, Labda Garbha, the loss of Labda Garbha only, in Ayurveda it is told about the Sadhyo Grahita Garbhini Lakshana. And each and every shloka it is like Matiman Vaidyaha, Buddhiman Bishak. So that means Matiman Vaidya or Buddhiman Bishak will understand the fate of that fertilization by observing the lady whom the Garbhadana Samskara is done, by observing the Sadhyograhita Garbhini Lakshanas. So from there only, if Prathama Divasat Prabhrutihi Garbhini, she has to start the Garbhini Paricharya since then. So then I think this type of Vamini Yoni, Labdha Garbha, loss of Labdha Garbha can be prevented. So there are, I don't want to go because Neeta madam has told, Artava Dushti. If anyone is having such Artava Dushti, Prajatpadana Samartha na bhavanti. Clearly says, right? So when the menstrual abnormality happens, when the HPO axis is not working properly, right? Or just ovarian factor may be there. Bija Rupi Artava Dushti also may be there. So any such problem is there, menstrual abnormality, obviously the bija is getting affected. Hence the fertility will be affected. Because whatever the roga we get due to the Agni Vaishamya mainly, right? And Dosha Vaishamya. So what is the level of Dosha Vaishamya? It decides, and the Ka Vaigunya decides which part of the body is affected and by that Dosha Vaishamya. So here the target organ is reproductive system. Hence because of this Dosha Vaishamya due to the Nidana, so Ahara and Viharaja Nidana, the lady might become infertile. Akala Yoga. Here Akala. Kala can be taken as age as well as Kala can be taken as a time. Time means age. Age means we know that Atyanta Bala and Atyanta Vruddha. Garbhadana should not be done. If Etta Datte Garbhastha Kukshistha Vipadye. Garbha Kukshistha Vipadyate. Jatova na chiram jivedva durbalendriya. So that's why Atyanta Balan, Atyanta Vruddha should not conceive. It becomes once again she will land up in having condition like infertility. Then Akala Yoga means another understanding here is fertile period. Many of the time they won't be knowing what is the fertile period. In our clinics, I think most of you are practicing, and we get different funny cases also. So we think that itna buddhu hai kya, itna simple sa, as educated they don't know this much, knowledge also they don't have. But we cannot say are you a buddhu. We cannot say. We think that we expect them to know that fertile period at least. They don't know. And Ayurveda restrict having sex to have a baby, Shreyasi Praja, in the evening, Gosarga, right? Even in the midnight. So, and in a full stomach. And when Shutita Atyanta, when she was, she's hungry too much, and when she's too much full stomach. So, and Vimanaha, when the couple, they don't like each other, maybe having some conflicts. So in such conditions, and many, when they are having disturbed psychology. So these all broadly understood at Akala Yoga. If any of these, how to know this means when we evaluate the case properly, taking Ayurvedic principles, then we'll understand where the problem is. So this also leads to, and Bala Sankshaya. So Bala, here immunity also we can understand Bala. And of course, if Dhatu Bala is, Sapta Dhatu Vardhana is not there, the Kshina is, she is very Kshina. Of course, it, the Rasa Virya in the body will be very less. And of course, end product, the Upadhatu, Artava production also will be affected. That leads to, the infertility. And another is Balaksham, Bala here, immunity, autoimmune. We have seen unexplained infertility patients. So, or maybe repeated abortions. All the tests will be normal, but there ends the abortion. So, there the Bala Sankshaya. Because of the decreased Bala, there only we have the answer being Ayurvedic fraternity actually. These are the causes and types all of us know. Next please. So, factor responsible pregnancy, Rutukshetra Ambu Bija. So, same thing I explained here. Any of these problem is there, even we have to give the respect to the Vata. right? Vata Vibhuhu. Everything is controlled by Vata. If Vata, aggravation is there. How aggravation happens? As Madam only told, Rajasvala Charya is not followed. Very difficult to follow. So if when I was small, if Rajasvala Charya used to be implanted, and my mother used to tell me, sit in the room, don't go to school, don't do this, don't touch here, don't come inside the house. So I used to feel and used to cry. Now after studying Ayurveda, that too after started Gynec practice, I understand why the restriction used to be, right? So I think nowadays I think in Madhya Pradesh, government has permitted to the schools, high school and college girls, government and staffs to take 3 days off during this. This is news I heard. So these 3 periods, actually 3 days, so that it can be prevented. The gynecological problem can be prevented, mainly infertility. Usually when the couple comes up, why me? Why it's not happening to me? Why only me? These are the regular questions we get, right? So these are the answer for that questions. And to know, we have to analyze. The history taking should be proper, and we have to analyze where is the problem. Next, please. And clarity in the Hridaya. Saumanasyam Garbhadharanam. Hridaya is very important. We know that in the stress, maybe if she conceives also, the adrenal hormones, it will, disturb, and she will abort. So these are and it also leads to anovulation also, too much of adrenaline. That's why Saumanasyam, throughout the pregnancy, through not only conception, throughout the pregnancy also, Saumanasyam should be there, because in Garbhasrava Nidana it is told, Krodha, Shoka, Bhaya, Irshya. These are the factors responsible for the Garbhasrava or Garbhapata. So psychological wellness is very, very important. Next. So clinical, how to approach clinic. Hetu Lingausadam Dhyanam, Sastachara Parayanam. So Hetu, diagnosis, Nidana. Next, please. So we have to elicit the Nidana. Usually we tell the student to take the history. They just take the menstrual history, obstetric history, right? Contraceptive history. Diet, vegetarian, non-vegetarian. Only this. Lifestyle, sedentary lifestyle, and active. Only this much, but it's not enough. We know that first startingly we have to take the Nidana. When they sleep, how much they sleep, whether sound sleep or the disturbed sleep, like that. Like just like Prakriti assessment, what are the fact points our science has given, same thing should be adopted to analyze the Nidana also. And also during the menstrual period, they travel. They may be, ladies are in all the sectors now, business woman, right? Or even some खेती लेके business तक हर जगह काम करती. तो during menstrual period, Apana Vata is aggravated activities. So Agni is concentrated on the Apanasthana. So that's why the light diet is told, and she should lay down in the darba, the mat, and she should rest. But what we do during the irrespective of menstrual condition, we travel long, and night journey also we do, night duties we do, right? These are the factors. One or twice, if it is practiced, it will not cause, but continuously starting from the menarche, when it is practiced, that's why the PCOS condition is increasing, leading to anovulatory infertility. So, Chikitsa, time is up. Okay. Time is up. I'll take out this. So, these are we know as Ayurvedic, these are the steps we have to follow in the treatment. Next, please. So, case series. This is the case actually, married for 5 years, 32 years. And here, her thyroid, 60 to 120 days, her menstrual history was, and amount of bleeding was moderate, and the scan reports showed the polycystic ovarian disease. And when she came, she had amenorrhea 4 months. This is anartava. Artava, like doshai artava, doshai, avrita markatvat, artavam nashyati striya. Marghavarodha here. That's why we gave her Ushna Tikshna drugs for the Artava Janana, but like Rajapravartini Vatti, Chitrakadi Vatti, Musta Haritaki Guduchi and Trikutu Kashaya one by one, but she did not get the periods. Then we planned for Vamana, thinking that it's Margavaroda. So, and after, for Vamana, we gave her actually Falasarpi as a Snehapana, and but for the Deepana Pachana, Mustaharitaki Trikatu Chuna only given, Kashaya. Then she had actually 7 Vegas and she conceived. And she had first baby, and surprisingly, after 3 years of this baby, she conceived naturally. Now she is having 2 children. But PCOS, once again, it is there because after the second baby become 3 years, at 2.5 years, she came with amenorrhea. And because it was cesarean, we had done cesarean tubectomy also. And but again, we took the scanning, it was polycystic ovarian disease. And we have given her the diet restriction, diet prescription, yoga, pranayama. And usually in our place, ragi. Ragi bowl, they have the habit of taking in the night. Ragi is very difficult for the digestion. So Agni. So when the night Agni is low, so I had told her to avoid that ragi. You take early in the morning or maybe afternoon. But still, she needs some help with Kumaryasava and Rajapravartinvati. Every 2.5-3 months she comes with amenorrhea. And I have told her for the Panchakarma, because of 2 kids, small kids, she is not able to come. But Nitya Virechana cannot be given here. Nitya Vamana cannot be done. It is not there. So I have told her to restrict her diet and lifestyle. Next, please. Next, please. This is another case. So here, Artavakshaya, once again, Vamana was given and for her, and she also conceived. Next, please. Organizer Vamana. Usually we gave Madana Phala, this one. This is, I am running out of time. I'll just, next please. So it's the Garbhasravi, very important case. 3 times she conceived and no cardiac activities. So according to Sushrutee, the bhaga which is responsible for the formation of the heart may be defected in the Bijarupi Artava, leading to this type of problem. And she was not ready to come to me. Her sister was my patient. She forcefully brought to her, and 1 cycle Virechana we gave. Next please. And after that 1 cycle Yoga Basti, and between 3 days during Nirvaha Basti Kala, we gave her Uttara Basti with Falasarpi, and she conceived. And recently, 32 weeks, at 34 weeks, she started with privy leaking, and premature delivery. Cesarean was done for preterm baby, and both are doing good. Next, please. Next, please. She is the one. Next, please. Idu Mritavasa, Daivakrita. We don't know the reason. First baby she lost after birth of the baby. Second, actually ectopic pregnancy, or you can understand Guda Garbha also maybe. So, and when she, after second the conception, she could not conceive. Then here also we gave her Virechana. Next 1 cycle. Then we sent her. We start with Deepana Pachana, 5th day of menstruation. Then again, we call her after 6th day of next menstruation. We started with Yoga Basti, and Nirva Basti we gave there during the Uttara Basti we gave during the Nirva Basti, and she also conceived, but she term pregnancy she had cesarean section. Next please. She is the one. Next please. Just recently, June 23rd she delivered. Next please. Next. So, by our science also says that for 1 year, if both conceive, I'm 1 year of married life, if they conceive, they are dhanya. Otherwise, bisajitavya, both should be bisajitavya, parallel. Next, please. Next, please. So these are the new concepts. We can understand why the cause. So these are the the taste maker we put in the food. Pani puri, masala puri, everything, all the food nowadays, hotel, all the hotels also they put. So they lead to anovulatory cycle. And processed meat, usually it contain nitrates and nitrites, that also negative for the ovulation. And endometrial toxins, like usually these pesticides which are available in the, the market, the farmers they use, that without washing we take. That's why we have to tell them to soak it in the salt water, and we have to at least blanched vegetable we have to take. And all these things we know, gut microbiota, morning first session on the sir has told. Next please. Next please. Because no time, I am not explaining this. Next please. Next. So next. Okay. So these are the case. In the middle you can see. So she is from America actually. She NRI. I want to tell that about that patient. She did not conceive after 6 years of married life. She was in America only. And IVF was tried. And every time the embryo had the chromosomal problem. So twice they, the transplant, transferred the embryo, then found and aborted. And the third embryo they kept, they said, risk is there, left to you. We will froze it and keep it. That time she came to India and the lockdown happened. So, and then someone told, her mother brought her to me and we gave her Virechana. During lockdown, our hospital was open. So, Virechana we gave, and Basti and Uttara Basti, one cycle. Then lockdown opened, she went. I forgotten entirely. One fine day, I got WhatsApp message with this photo. And doctor, I was not knowing that Ayurveda even has the answer for the chromosomal problem. Here doctors are surprised to see my baby. And healthy male baby she got. So, like this, I have 3 cases. One of my own student only had the same problem. First baby, anomaly baby. Second, after Virechana Basti, Uttara Basti, she has now a healthy female baby. So like that, but we cannot do wonders. Many people, they come with that. Maybe as Sir Purva Janma Krita Papa also, that deeds also there, right? So because Bijatma Karma, Ashaya, Atma Karma is also very much important. That also may be leading to problems. And they actually, IVF failure, previous one, IVF failure couple, 17th year of marital age, they came to me. 2.5 years treatment we gave, but she was adherent to Ayurveda. I said, no, it cannot happen. She was 37 when she came, 39 years. Then I said, no, we cannot, you go to IVF. But same month, she conceived. Actually, I scolded her. Don't stick, because don't waste the time. But she conceived, and 20th day, year of their anniversary, we did cesarean. That she was normal nahi kar sakte kya. So like that, she was sad when I said everything is normal, do normal delivery. So next please. Okay, these are the, when Joyful Heart speaks through the review, Google review about my treatment in our website. So any suggestions? Next please. Next. Thank you. I thank the organizer. Actually, it happens. I know all of you have a mind, doubt in mind, how, right? There is no time to say how. Actually, how Virechana helps, how each and every drug helps. Because Kapha has this Panchamahabhuta, right? Vata has this Panchama. We have to, scholars, we have to sit together and we have to form the mode of action according to our science. And I must inform you all, I never take any modern investigations by myself. They will come with reports, I'll go through that, and I'd never worry about what happened to that reports. Maybe AMH, okay, Garbhakara, Bhava, in that Bija, maybe less. We can help with the Virechana because Bijam Bhavati Karmukam, right? That is the Falasruti. So we'll increase the Karmukata of Bija, that we are confident in that. But only thing is, analysis is very, very important. I could not go deep into that, how we can analyze the diet, lifestyle and all. But very, very small things we never correct. Don't sleep in the afternoon. Don't, as a madam said, don't take paneer. Your prakritis, it won't allow. don't sleep in the afternoon, don't do that. Now we are not trying to correct that biological clock also. Very, very important, right? It is disturbed now. We are not doing that. So this is, and it is a saying that olden days, whole world was behind mother, right? That's why young and the society was with the healthy children and healthy generation. But now the mother is behind the world. We are running behind the world. We want to achieve that, this, everything. We want everything, right? So we want to become avarana of everything. That's why the generation is not good in the society. So we, being ladies, we have to think on that. Okay, career is very important, but not compromising our health. So this message we have to take to our clients or the public. So that's why that's how we can prevent this infertility. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to request Dr. Priyanka Nakade, ma'am, to felicitate our guest speaker with memento and certificate as token of respect and appreciation. Now I would like to request Dr. Priyanka Nakade, ma'am, to felicitate the chairpersons. Dr. Manda Ghorpade, ma'am, and Dr. Prashant Darvi, sir.
Now I would like to request Dr. Manda Ghorpade ma'am to felicitate the MOC of this session, Dr. Shaheen Sheikh ma'am.